All right, how's it going, everybody? Let's get this music going up here. There we go. All right, I am ready to play some Gan Ning today. Sorry, it's a little bit delayed getting on, but we are on now. Imi, hello, hello. Welcome. Let's see. Let's make sure this is set what I want it to be. We didn't make much progress with Gan Ning yesterday, or not yesterday, a couple days ago. So hopefully we can make a little bit more progress today. We probably won't finish his Musou tonight, but we might finish it tomorrow if we don't finish it today, because it's going to take a minute. That's one thing I love, but also hate, but also love about Dynasty Warriors 4 is, you know, you can speed through Musous, but you can also just do all the missions pretty much again, and it takes a while. But it's a great time. All right, this should be good here. Let me switch this back over. But what's nice is I actually, I wasn't originally going to do it, but I added the HD texture pack to this. So I don't know how well you can see it on the screen here, but right now it's on even for this like map and some of the UI, but I can also turn it off and it gets a little bit blurrier. But when I turn it on, it gets sharper. But we'll jump in, and I should have all my equipment and everything where it needs to be. But this should add some textures and stuff to this. I wonder if through the cutscenes. My chosen children. I can't really. Oh yeah, you can see it definitely, at least for the environment, is blurry. But then when I switch it on, it definitely makes it less so. Let's see. Yeah, it definitely does a lot for the environment. For the models are already pretty decent with the emulator. But just another little bonus there to help maybe make things a little bit clearer. And I did this for Dynasty Warriors 5 and 6, I believe. So hopefully it still runs okay. But I guess I can shut it off if it doesn't. Let's see, I'm not used to starting on the left side here. I know there's an officer somewhere over here. That move is pretty fun though. I usually miss everything. Oh, there he is. Ow. Oh, crap. Oh, he's amped up. Can't remember if he's always amped up or not. Let's see. I think there's health back here somewhere. Oh, and then Imi, I don't know if I mean, I guess it doesn't really apply to you anymore. But I tinkered with the, what do you call them? The alerts, and tried to fix them. So hopefully they work for follows and stuff in the future. Because I do feel bad that I didn't see yours, but I'm glad you told me, or I would never have known. Somebody just got a little bonus. Okay. I always forget this guy's name. This is another one if I think they did like a Yellow Turban like DLC pack, or like new Yellow Turban characters, like unique officers. Jingman Cheng was one, like him, Pei Yuan Shao, Zhang Bao, Zhang Liang. Those are like the top 4 I can think of for yellow turbans that you see all the time. Let's see here. Like to, oh, I almost abandoned red hair thinking have to do this all on foot. There's my boy. It is nice to just have some of the environmental textures a bit more detailed. It's kind of nice. Oh wait, I need to go in the center. I need to take out these officers if they're still alive. I don't know if they will be, but we're gonna find out. Run through these guys. Ooh. Good, they're both still alive. I do love the Vorpal Orb. I think in 5, I don't really like the Ice Orb in this one, but I think in 5 the Ice Orb is fantastic. I feel like it freezes them all the time, and you just do so much damage to them when they're frozen. I think it's 5. Yeah, should be. Because it's, yeah, it's definitely 5. 6 doesn't have items. Okay, clear some of these out. I feel like I always have to do off. You son of a bitch. Oh wait, there's another one? For some reason in my head I thought I already took out 2 officers, but I guess I didn't. This guy almost got to live if he didn't come attack me. I completely forgot. Blast Orb is better than Ice Orb. I don't know if I've ever used Blast Orb in this game, to be honest. Maybe I'll have to try it. I'm so used to using Vorpal that I haven't really switched much, which Vorpal doesn't always activate, right? But when it does, it's kind of fun. Maybe I'll try Blast on the next one. I think I have a pretty, well, I mean, a higher level Blast Orb. I think it's like level 3 or something. I don't know how high the Blast Orbs go. Or sorry, the Orbs go. We rocked his world. Tell you what though, I can't wait to get more moves for Gan Ning. Level up his sword a little bit. Yeah, they probably killed that lieutenant officer over on the right side. We'll check though. Here, let me see if I can line them up. Still miss anyways, because I can't do that in a straight line to save my life. All right, mount up here. I think the yellow turban missions on this on Dynasty Wars 4, they're probably my favorite. I'm also maybe a little bit biased, but there's something about these first 3 missions that just are a lot of fun. Is it just me too? Dang, these jars are like super high resolution. Let me see the difference. Oh shoot, clicked off the screen. Wait, no, I can't see. My screen went black. There it goes. Okay. All right. Yeah, they're like mega high resed up. Level 4 is the max for orbs. It's good to know. I was like, I know it's not 20 like the other items or whatever. I don't know if the other items are 20. It's somewhere around there. I think it is. It might actually be 20. Sometimes they all blend together. I can remember for orbs. That's one of the, I wouldn't say many, but one of the some things I don't like about 6 is I love items, and that 6 didn't have those is kind of unfortunate. I guess they kind of like exchanged it for a kind of a leveling skill system. But there was something about item farming that was fun. I also wonder if they'll ever settle on what Gan Ning's weapon is gonna forever be. Like, I feel like Gan Ning is, he's been given the sword, the twin daggers, a flail. I don't know if he's been given something else, but I feel like it switches all the time. I actually did like the twin daggers, but I think the sword is still, after all these years, it's still the most iconic, I think. I don't know if I'd want this Musou all the time. But it'd be cool to have the sword back. Which is funny because I'm actually okay with Zhou Yu continuing to have a staff. I do actually like that better. I think Zhou Yu's sword is cool aesthetically. I wasn't the biggest fan of its moveset, but I do love the staff. Zhang Liang. I wonder too, all the character, like obviously, you know, some characters that you wouldn't think had their weapons swapped, got their weapons swapped throughout the series. But I find it interesting to see all the ones who did and who did not. Like I'm pretty sure Zhao Yun's always retained having a spear. I don't think they've ever tried to swap his. Oh yeah, that's right. He's here because he ran away. Like it's been a while since I've had the Rock show up on this side. I don't think Guan Yu's had a different one either, which is like, you'd like to think like Guan Yu would be a character they definitely wouldn't switch because Guan Yu's incredibly iconic and the Green Dragon Crescent Blade is. But at the same time, it's like they did do that with Lu Bu, and I think the halberd is incredibly iconic for him, and they got rid of it for 6. Which I actually do like the cross pike. I just don't like it on Lu Bu. I always thought it was funny because the dialogue in that game too, he'd always talk about like his spear. And I'm like, well, you are definitely not using a spear, my friend. I might give that to you with the halberd, but not with a cross pike. I don't think you can call that a spear. They ruined Dion Wei in Dynasty 6 the ball and chain weapon. Yeah, I didn't like that very much either. I feel like Dion Wei's one, oh shit, where I never really liked the hand axe. I like him better if he had like Shu Huang's weapon, like a giant axe. Two-handed weapon would be cool. I don't really like the hand axe because Dion Wei's such a cool character. I just think his moveset's not very fun, and he's slow as hell. But yeah, I didn't like his weapon there in 6. Trying to think too. 6 did some good stuff though with the weapons for some characters. Like I really like Liu Bei with twin swords. I like that a lot for his character, which is kind of stuck around since. I think that was a good choice. Yeah, I don't think Zhang Fei's weapon has it switched. I feel like his kind of has switched, but not really. I think there are versions where his spear is one-sided, and then others where it's on there's a blade on both ends. I think. But I'm not sure if he's ever had a different weapon, like at least in the main titles. You know what weapon I also liked, and I'm probably in the minority on this. I love Sima Yi's weapon in 6. I love that he had like those weird finger puppet string things. I really like that moveset. I just thought it looked cool too that he had these like pointed finger gauntlet things. I think the fan is amazing for him too, but I really like that weapon. If it was like a secondary weapon for him or like a DLC weapon, I'd switch it and put that on Sima Yi. But I don't know. I don't think too many people like Sima Yi's portrayal in 6 as like really hard and like this treacherous behind the scenes puppeteer, you know, betraying Cao, you know, all that stuff. I actually liked it though. I thought it was kind of cool. We're getting a lot of items on this one though. Hopefully we get a powerful tiger amulet. Man, it's funny too because I played 6 not too long ago with all the playthroughs. I'm trying to remember. Does she have that weapon? Zhang Shuhua? I thought she just kind of it's been so long since I've actually played her in 8. I don't know if she showed up in 7. It's been too long. Man, if she did, that's badass. I'll have to go back and check. You know, when I see her art in 8, I figured she just had like a fist weapon, almost like what Dynasty Warriors Origins fist weapon is. Because if she actually has that weapon, I might have to play as her once I get around to the Jin stuff in 8. That's dope. Which is kind of funny because I feel like in 8, some of the criticism with Sima Yi and the newer ones is she's kind of like, he's like afraid of her and stuff. She's kind of like the one really almost kind of pulling the strings with him. This like secret, soft-spoken mastermind keeping him in check. But that's kind of funny. Man, who else in 6 had a weapon swap I didn't like? I think either last stream or a couple of streams ago we talked about Ma Chao. I guess it was the PS2 version though. I didn't like him with a great sword. It's not a bad moveset, but it's so ingrained for me to have him be a spear fighter. I just want him to have a spear. I'm trying to think. Get this gate captain. I don't think he's gonna run away. As long as that other one stays sealed, should be good. Yeah, because obviously I said Gan Ning's twin daggers. I actually didn't mind that much. He just looks weird in that game. But like, I could see this costume with him ripping a couple of daggers out of his vest or something. Cool. But the sword's pretty badass. Oh yeah, Sun Shangxiang got the bow. Yeah, ooh. You know, I don't really play her much. I actually thought I'd probably use her a bit more in the 3 remastered when that comes out. And she really looked great in Origins, because I think Origins gave her back the hoops. Man, I think I would like. I'm trying to think in my head. I think I'd like her having the hoops, just because I'm not really a fan of most bow play styles. I think are just not that fun. Like playing her in 6 was kind of brutal because I just don't really like the bow very much. But I like her look with the bow too. But I think I like the hoops more. And even the hoops, I don't know if I even like the hoops very much, because I feel like the hoops are like synonymous with like almost like a dancer, and I don't know if she's necessarily a dancer. I don't know what weapon I'd give her though. Oh shoot. Oh, he got killed. Dang. Huang Zhang, Shahe Yuan suited with the bow only. Yeah, I like the way that they were in these older ones. That it was like a side weapon, and their charge attack and stuff had a bow mechanic to it. But switching them straight up to archers also is not like, I don't have a quarrel with that either. Shahe Yuan was a character too I never really got into, but I did like. Huang Zhang kind of grew on me over time. That was fun. Nyam Kiswan. What's up, man? Sorry if I mispronounced that. Play as edit mode character Ziluan. Nor generic officer Gao Sheng, aka Runner Cow and DW4. Not 100% sure what you're asking or saying there. Play as edit mode character Ziluan. Generic officer Gao Sheng. I'm trying to, I guess maybe if you're asking like to just make those characters as closely as I can in this game. Oh, Warp Orb, Lightning Orb. Oh yeah, bunch of nothing items. You know what's funny about this game is when I played this when I was younger, I liked edit mode a lot more than I care for it now. I always kind of use edit mode for faction playthroughs where a character I don't really like Yuan Shao's. I don't really want to play as Yuan Shao. I think in this you could play as like Zhang He and some other characters where I would just create an edit officer for them. So I guess I could create an officer and just name him Zuluan and make him fight with a sword and stuff, but he wouldn't really look like Zuluan because you don't really have that many options. But I also actually not really a big fan of Zuluan that much, to be honest. I like Origins. I like the game, but he's not particularly a character. Like if I can play other characters that I would pick. I did like him a little bit better once they added more customization, like things I could like make him wear. Gao Sheng, no. That one's, yeah. If he's who I'm thinking of, he's probably a character that eventually could also be a unique character at some point. Okay, I don't think we have any other extra stuff. No. Let's go to Sishui. It's funny too, because it's like I understand. Ooh, we're gonna go straight up real quick. Like they should be able to hold until we get the supply. Tell you what, I can see the map a bit clearer now with the HD textures and stuff.
We are camped in front of Sishui Gate. We request provisions for the coming battle with the enemy.
All right.
Even if I send the supplies, the glory will be all
Yuan Shu. Always causing problems. It's funny too that it's like, don't send the supply convoy out yet. I'm like, well, even if you wanted to, doesn't the enemy control our supply depot right now? It's like, I don't really think we have a choice, to be fair. Okay, do this quick. I'm unfortunately gonna lose red hair. Oh, archers. See if I can do a quick turn. Knock out most of them. I think one of them survived. Oh, Liru. Liru's probably another strategist they can make unique if they wanted to. I feel like he shows up, obviously with the Dongzhuo stuff. Okay. Just want to make sure Sun Jian doesn't die. Sun Qian. It is kind of nice in these older games because they don't really kill off the leaders, right? That Sun Jian stays there pretty much the whole game. Such a cool leader. It's a shame he does die so early. I always thought it was so interesting, and obviously it's based on history, right? So just how it works out. But it's like Cao Cao and Liu Bei basically live throughout the same time, right? Die very close to each other. And Sun Jian, who you would think would be the third leader of that, dies so early. And goes all the way to, obviously, Sun Quan. I do like hypotheticals that keep Sun Jian alive through like most of the story. That's one thing I liked about Origins, although I didn't like that Origins. I think he gets sidelined pretty much until like the very end of the game, which is kind of disappointing.
Now we attack Sishui Gate.
But it's cool. It's cool when he makes it through. Washong has spawned. That's another hot take too, though, is like of the Sun family. Sun Ce, I actually don't like that much. People love that character. But like of the Sun family, Sun Jian's like the only one I really care about. I will say Sun Ce's over Quan and Shangxiang, so it's not like he's low. I just don't really like the family that much. But yeah, I know a lot of people love Sun Ce. In fact, you know what's funny? I think I've probably done one playthrough with him in this game in my whole life. Oh shoot, what am I doing? I should probably go fight Washong before he kills my Wu soldiers. We'll come back for him. Work our way up here. Let's see here. I think part of the reason too I didn't really like Sun Tzu is, although I think the Tonfa play style is not too bad, it's actually kind of fun. I just don't like the Tonfa as a weapon. But at the same time, they've never given Sun Tzu a weapon that I've really been like, oh, this is like an amazing weapon for him. I don't know what I'd give him though that would make me. But to be fair too, he's also a character that dies very early, so he's just not around a ton. But I don't think he makes like as big of an impact for me as his daddy. But part of that is probably because Sun Qian, when he's like, when we get to kind of play with him in the Yellow Turban and the Hulao period, like he's already like well renowned, and then by the time Sun Tzu becomes renowned, like he dies. You're like, oh, all right, I guess we're gonna do take two, but with his brother. All right, hey, I want to kill Washong. I'm pretty sure you get like the actual chance to duel him in a cutscene if you let him kill. I don't know if it's an officer. It might be specifically Sun Qian or somebody. But I think eventually, dude, Li Bei. No. Okay. Oh man, it's like he does one swing and he's gonna take that kill. I'll take your horse though, as payment. Let's see, that was a long tangent. Oh yeah, another tangent, dude. I love when Zhang Liao, like playing through this the first time and Zhang Liao shows up to like raid your main camp. That's one thing I did like, that they would show up for that moment and then you'd unlock them and they'd like never show up again. Kind of wish they would though. Maybe there's like a way you can do that. But outside that was really cool. It's like gate captain. There he is. Let's see. Not even in 6. What's a Dynasty Warriors character that had a weapon swap that I either didn't like or really liked? Trying to think.
Shui Gate is lost.
It's weird to huh. Why is he retreating so early now? Is it? No, there's still gates. I remember him retreating if all the officers got killed around him, but there's still officers around. Weird. What a coward. Absolute coward. Dongmin. Still can't get a high level tiger amulet. I still think it's hilarious that I got the Musou amulet level 19, like the very first mission I did playing this again. Hey, to the Imperial Seal stage in Wu. In Dynasty Warriors 4, we have. I do remember that. Oh, that one is because you have to do that for a weapon, right? No. Yeah, I did that with a buddy of mine not too long ago, actually. I hate that one. That one does suck. Because there's really no like, you just have to keep walking around and you'll miss that one box and you're like, what corner of the hell is this on? But I think some of them do spawn back though. Can't remember. It was still some time ago. I'd have to play it again. That one's one though that's like it's not too bad, but damn, does it take a while. All right. Nothing to really switch up on this one.
We can always get provisions from Seashway Gate.
Love the music in this game.
Do not hold back. Punish these traitors to the
I actually do like starting over here though.
Crush them in one blow.
I never really grab these gates, both of them, when I'm on the north or south side.
Crush them in one blow.
Okay.
We'll head north. Our destination is Hulao Gate.
Go down and get the one on the south. Actually, we'll kill the lieutenant first.
We will head south.
Let me make sure. Okay, that is him. It's like maybe make sure that is the officer.
Archers ready. Shoot all enemies
Ow.
down.
Oh, I didn't switch to a blast orb. I forgot. Last one. All right, next one for sure. And try it out. Ow. Dang it. You know, one thing I'd love to see too, in Dynasty Warriors 10, one thing I loved about 8 is they had like just tons of costumes, the costumes from all the previous games, at least the main titles. Even though I will say in 8, I think some of the older costumes do not look the greatest in that particular style of that game, unfortunately. But I'd love like a Dynasty Warriors Origins looking game that had all of these costumes rendered in that engine. Oh, that'd be so good. Because I think they did a good job even in Unreal and Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered. All those Dynasty 3 costumes look pretty damn good. Sometimes I want to use these costumes in 8 when I'm doing free mode, but I don't know, it just hits different. I remember Ma Chao's not looking very good in his 4 costume either. But what's funny too is I feel like the older costumes, they really feel a lot more out of place than the newer ones, just because of the way they were made in these. They don't really fit the modern aesthetic per se. So even that makes them look a little bit out of place. But they're pretty badass. Lubu's Dynasty Wars 4 costume too, of the olden era, pre-6. I guess 6 is kind of still tied in there, but I feel like 6 is when it really started to change. His 4 costume is so cool. That's one, if I remember correctly too, doesn't look the greatest in 8 either. Oh, I took out the wrong guy. Whatever, I'm not gonna chase him down. I'll leave them to you, soldiers. Break through with the ram. It's Lubu. I have that cutscene literally like 5 seconds later. They're gonna have the next one. Oh, they already sealed this gate? They sure as shit did. Oh.
Is that who I think it is?
Is that who I think it is?
It's Lubu!
Kind of like that he doesn't say anything. He's just like, shut the hell up. Who else seeks death? Now, as is tradition, the hell do I get around him?
You dare face
I'll
the
try
mighty
one time.
Musou?
Here, let me quick save state it. I'll try it one time. And we'll see.
Oh yeah? I've been itching for a fight.
If I survive, I know some people are really good at doing this. I am not. That was very effective, Gan Ning. Proud of you. I love his super armor. It's fantastic. Dude, I can't believe I broke him though. I also think Lu Bu's moveset in these old games were so cool. He's always had a fun moveset, but in these games they were like next level. I'm sorry. Okay, can I? Let me just get one more Musou in. Then jump over his head. Break his ankles again. Holy. That's as close enough to a win as I'm gonna get. Oh shit. Oh, thank goodness. All right, we're gonna knock his ass off a horse.
Out of my way.
All right. I think he already backed off me. He's like, I got room for this coward. Yao Chan and Sun Chung look best in Origins. They do look really good. They do look really good. I don't know which ones I like the most and which ones I like the least. Well, I can tell you who I like. One of the ones I like the least, hate the most, you know, is in the DLC, Huang Zhang. It's like younger look. I don't really like it. I just like him being an old man. Now, let me think. Cao Cao, I think in Origins for a younger looking Cao Cao, because I do like older looking Cao Cao, especially voiced by Douglas Rai. Is just top tier. But for a younger look, I think he looked great, and I think the English voice actor it grew on me. I think I liked more when I was kind of over time. Japanese sounds great, but the look of Cao Cao in that is quite fantastic. And I think, excuse me, I think Liu Bei, Guan Yu, and Zhang Fei, I think I like all three of them, especially once they get their armor. Their initial look is okay. I don't know if it's my favorite, but once they get kind of armored up in the end of what, chapter 2 or maybe chapter 3 area, somewhere on there, I think they look really good. I think we talked earlier too. I think Lu Bu looks good, but he kind of bothers me, and I think I knocked it down to the his antennas, whatever you call them. I think they're just too close together. I don't like the yellow tips. I think if they were wider, like his classic, like the classic look where they are wider, I think I would like it better. And I really noticed that in Warriors Abyss playing him. It's just like, I didn't like it that much. But I'm also like, probably one of the fewer people who would say this, but I fucking love his Dynasty Warriors 9 look. I love the golden armor with like the black and the red. Oh, it's so good. It's sad because, well, I'll probably never see that armor show up ever again. But damn, do I love it. It's my favorite Lu Bu armor by far. Huang Zhang, Yuan Shou's forces confused. Yeah, that was also weird. So I kind of like, it's kind of a weird choice. I lost my train of thought, but I was thinking, because they didn't really have to add him at all, or really another character per se. But it was still kind of a weird choice. Now, one thing that's interesting about the Origins DLC is because I think his first name, I think it's Tomohiko Sho, right, the president of Omega Force. I think he pretty much said that they didn't have any DLC planned when the game was coming out, and they literally made it because of its success. So, you know, for what the DLC did with probably the time frame they had of when they even started the DLC, kind of makes sense for it being its kind of own thing and a vision, and not really like, because that's one thing with him showing up and stuff, is it's all a vision. It's all like, it's not really the real, you know, course of history that's going on in the game. It kind of, you know, it takes place, if I remember correctly, kind of in his head. Which is also funny because I'm like, how do you know this guy? Like, why is he just some random dude you just thought of in your head? But you know, for what it is, fun. But I feel like if they made that game with knowing we were going to do DLC, I think it would have probably been better, incorporated better, and maybe actually would have been part of the main continuity, where it's like, yeah, we're going to let you join Lu Bu way early on, and you're going to go through several chapters with Lu Bu or Yuan Shao or whoever you want to do it with, and we'll introduce characters that are actually more fitting, because we probably already have them made. But I don't know. Just talking out of my ass. That was a very long tangent off of Huang Zhang being there, but it's whatever. Who else was there? Sun Jian, I think, was all right. Huang Gai, I actually didn't like very much. His design in Origins. If I remember correctly, I think Sun Ce was good. Chuen was I actually liked Sun Chuen in Origins. But I think that also came down to his voice. That was one thing with Sun Chuen too that threw me off in the newer ones. It's like in the newer ones, his look was better for me than these older ones, but his voice was not. I couldn't stand the voice. Oh, did he just jump over me? Long Jules got some hops.
You will not have my head.
Cheng Pu was actually really good in Origins. And I always forget the name of his voice actor, but he's a big voice actor that actually fit really well with Cheng Pu. Actually kind of made him fairly cool. But we'll see. You know, I thought too that maybe they wouldn't do an Origins Part 2 and they would just do Dynasty Warriors 10, but I was watching a video, an old video of an interview. I forget who it was now that interviewed show, but he basically said when we made the game, we were like thinking maybe it would be 3 parts or 2 parts. So it sounds like he already maybe wanted to do 2 parts already. I was thinking maybe they never really intended to go past Chibi, but we'll see. The good thing is if they do a part 2 of Origins, it shouldn't take that long to do, because they've already made a lot of the assets and stuff in the first one, and obviously know the story of what they want to tell and stuff. Speaking of Sun Ce,
Sun Ce, you're too far out. When will you ever learn?
Sorry.
Well, it's not as if
Origins had a lot of good design. Xiahou was good. Zhang Liao was good.
Come on, let's go.
Most of them, I think, design-wise, Zhao Yun was awesome.
What do you say you and I create a new empire, show you?
I think Zhao Yun was also like a pretty good evolution from his 9 design for Origins. Probably one of my favorite, like, I guess, hairstyles, head pieces of Zhao Yun. I don't know. He just he looks really cool in that one. All right, Lu Biao. All right, so these are ones. Yeah, I think these are all ones we haven't done in any of the other my Zhao Yun playthrough or Zhang Liao. Makes sense. Makes sense. There's a sequel to Origins. Wei should end on Fan Castle. Wu and Shu on Baidi Castle. If they do 3 parts, I could see that. Well, what's funny about it is I remember when Origins came out, it was only going up to Chibi. Everyone's like, man, how much content's gonna be in this game? Like, depending on the game, you get to Chibi pretty quick. But obviously, it was like, well, I won't say 50 hour. I think I did all of the storylines initially, Wei Wu and Shu, in about 50 hours when I played the first time. But you're looking at a single playthrough, I mean 30 hours maybe. And that's a lot of stuff all the way leading up to Chibi and then hitting that. So if they really go into all the battles between Chibi to Fan Castle and that stuff, They can really make a long game even up to that point, you know, and then from there all the way to the Wuzhong Plains. Or if they really want to go into Jin and the Jin Dynasty and all, you know, it could be a huge project. They could honestly probably, if they push that far, could go into like 4 probably. All right, let me switch it to Blast. Let me try that. And then we'll put the Peacock Urn, baby. And then I don't think there's anything there. Oh, I want to, oh, never mind. I want to look at his, I'll do it again. I want to look at his costumes. But Fawn Castle would actually kind of be a cool ending because it would be a huge climactic ending on the same level as Chibi. Well, sorry, not on the same level as Chibi, but like, up, kind of up there with it. Because that's a huge, like, that's kind of the end time frame of the 3 kingdoms as we kind of know, not the 3 kingdoms, but the characters that we know up to that point. Like the big characters really start dying off and things really start to shift. You know, when Guan Yu dies and then Cao Cao shortly after, and then obviously Zhang Fei and Liu Bei, you know, some of the big characters start to fall. And then of course Gan Ning's death is, oh, this is almost identical except bell placement. Kind of like this one though. Why not? We'll give him this one. Okay, let me get the... But I could see them doing like a really climactic Fawn Castle battle. Real tear jerker when Guan Yu dies. Could be cool. Be interested to see any improvements that they make on it too. I mean, obviously they're going to make some improvements and stuff.
What it means to fight with honor.
Okay.
Lord, I believe our forces are slightly overextended.
Look at this guy real quick. Thank you for the item. Appreciate that. I guess I'll take that.
We will stop them for you.
Should probably go straight up north. Looks like they are outnumbered.
The enemy is strong. Exercise caution.
Wait, are we actually gonna? We actually lose Sun Tian. Oh, actually very interesting. Wow. Like, assist at once, I'm like, isn't it sealed off? Okay. Let's see here.
We must
Bastard.
not fall behind.
Okay, is that all of them?
Lord Wan Shao has ordered me to
Take these gates.
I took out an officer.
Damn, okay.
Leave this to us.
Fine. They want to keep spawning, I'll keep knocking them down. I didn't miss an officer up there, did I? Did not.
Don't sweat it. We can handle them.
They could have new companions. We could have
They are
Xiao Yu.
strong, but do not falter.
Oh yeah, Xiao Yuan wasn't a companion. That almost threw me off for a second. Yeah, he went. On Zheng He, Cao Pi. Cao Pi would be cool. Wu Sun Chuan, Lu Shu, Gan Ning. Shu Zhigang Ying, Ma Chao. Oh yeah, Ma Chao for sure will be one. I think all 3 of those actually could be. New companions would be cool. My biggest thing is if they're gonna go the companion route with 2, they like you need to fill that meter up way faster, or play with that character much longer. Or I was thinking too, they could have like a choice where it's like, do you want to fill the gauge quicker, but he's not as powerful when you use him? Or do you want it to take longer, but he's like over supercharged when you actually get to use him? Because there are so many matches where it's like, oh, select your companion. I'm like, why? I won't get to use him. I'm literally going to finish the match before that bar even fills up. Oh, jeez. Knocked both our asses off the horse. Dude, who is this little bastard? His sole purpose in life is to knock me off the horse. Alright, there we go. Sunsa can take care of the rest. I bet Ma Chao would look great in Origins too. Oh shit, do we actually have to save his ass?
Though I may die, the Sun family will prevail.
I think we're going to start all over. In my head, I'm thinking that if he dies, it's going to be part of the actual game. Oops. Yeah, I was thinking that he was actually going to die. All right, well, guess we're doing all that again. As a trial run. As a trial run. Let's see here. I also think Origins 2 would be fun if they could like somehow incorporate a co-op mode in there. Some type of split screen co-op or something would be really cool. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. All right, new plan. Don't let him die. He is not meant to die.
Forward! We must show the coward Liu Biao what it means to fight with honor.
Lord, I believe our forces are slightly overextended.
So we probably won't come down here then. We'll just go back up north, take those guys out. Let Sun Tzu deal with these people down here. Guess I should save stay right here too to quicker getting back into the match if I fail.
Stop them for you.
Cao Pi would be a fun character too in Origins as a companion, or if there's like some co-op where you just get to be the. It'd actually be more fun as player 2 because you just get to be all the Dynasty Warriors characters. But give him his double blade.
The enemy is strong.
Just hang on. Take advantage of Long Guy's work. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, because I died. Yep, I didn't change to the blast orb. All right, we're probably gonna have to go quickly. See how we can get in here.
We can't fall behind.
See, it said it was sealed though. Oh, there is a guard captain. Seems like a fatal flaw in their defense system.
They are strong, but do not falter.
Yeah, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Just stay alive for me. No wonder he dies so quickly. They have a million archers in here. Yeah, anybody would die from that.
Good going.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe I just needed to... Maybe we'll risk it. Now that we open the gate and the allies can start coming through here, he should be okay. Let's go take out some of these guys. Ah, Yan Liang, is it? I did not mean to get back on the horse. There we go. I kind of wonder too how Origins, how it's sold, or how it has been selling. I mean, I think the last thing I heard was kind of a while ago that they've sold 1 million. Yuan Shao himself is going to show up, huh? I love beating up Yuan Shao. I think take out this guy first, though. But I'd be curious to know how well Origin's going to sell in its lifespan. I actually think it was a...
They have advanced this far?
Damn right. I think it actually hurt sales that you couldn't play as the characters we know and love. And for some people, too, there's just lack of, like, split screen. I think if they can incorporate both of those things somehow in the sequel, I think it'll make a lot more people happier. Sure would make me happier. It's kind of funny that if you want to really play as like the Origins characters or versions, you have to go to Warriors Abyss. Because I thought DLC... Did I not bring red? Oh. DLC for Origins would be something like a big free mode expansion where, yeah, you can just run the matches with the officer that you want. There are not many of them, but if you want to play as Guan Yu through this mission, you can. That'd been fun. But I feel like in Origins, if they did that, they'd want to give him like his own skill tree, his own, each character their own thing, which is kind of cool because Origins, like, you could do that skill tree system like in Dynasty Warriors 10, pretty much the same way, the same way with Zilluan, the way they did his skills and abilities and items and all of that, and just have every character basically have some version of that. Their own skill trees, items they can equip, abilities for their weapon. Be sweet. Accessories, all that good jazz. Is there still an officer up there? Son of a bitch, there is. Let me just go ahead and take this officer out since I'm already down here. Kuai Liang, Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero, I will face you and avenge my family.
I took out an officer.
I should give them enough help for now. They're on 4th and 5th weapon stages again. Yes, that would be fantastic. I think every Dynasty Warriors game needs some type of like high-level weapon to chase. In Origins, they kind of made it. I never did that with Origins, the highest level difficulty where you actually get the I forget the special name for the items you get doing stuff on like the highest difficulty. Didn't fight Lu Bu. I was like, even for this, some of that stuff was like, man, this is harder than probably even I can really do. But that's part of the reason I was kind of replaying through Origins, is to actually do everything, make sure I'm really high level before I do that stuff. Maybe that's something one day I'll do on stream. But yeah, I think every Dynasty Warriors game should have some. That was one thing that was one of the many things that was disappointing with 9, is it's like you don't really chase weapon, like there's nothing really, you just kind of buy everything you need in the store at certain chapter points or whatever. At least 6-2 I don't think had anything fancy, but yeah, at least had like an RNG mechanic, I guess, to like wait to get that like 100 stat or 99 stat or whatever the highest thing is.
No matter. Retreating is
You're getting defeated by Zhang Jian ultimate bonus like level 100. Damn. What's the max level in Origins? Because one of the things I've been trying to do on my PlayStation playthrough is just actually do all the weapon challenges and get all the skill points for all those challenges to try and get all that stuff as quick as possible. 150. Oh, damn. No, I do like that though. Like, that was something that was really cool with Lu Bu's stuff. I can't remember if you get the halberd and red hair through different Lu Bu missions on the ultimate difficulty. I guess fighting that Xiaopi is either red hair or his weapon, where you have to, like, what, you have to fight him without using a healing item or something like that. Something crazy. But it's also super cool that they do that with, like, make Lu Bu difficult. It's like it shouldn't be easy. But I kind of like too that some of these older ones, it was a challenge to get them, but it's not like it was, well, I won't say for all of them because some of them were a pain in the ass, but you could do it fairly easily if you leveled them up and you had all the items and stuff. Like, getting red hair in this game is a walk in the park. You just have to do Musou mode like one time and you pretty much are strong enough to do it. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for the future of Dynasty Warriors. I'm a little worried with 3 Remastered as far as like what their projection is of what they'd have to look for to see that as a success. Or success enough to get like a 4 Remastered or a 5 Remastered. Because I feel like a lot of games are coming out around that time. One, Dynasty Warriors has always fairly struggled in the West anyways. But it's also like around a lot of, like, I think Wolverine comes out like a week after Origins or 3 Remastered, plus all the other crap that's coming out through August through September. But if they're looking at, like, we want to see what the sales are like after a year of it being available, or if they're gonna like look at it in the first little bit and be like, yeah, we don't care anymore, it didn't sell well the first month. I don't know how that works or what they look at for that stuff, because I feel like Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered is gonna sell decently well with Musou fans, but I think word of mouth is gonna really help that game a lot. I hope it does, because like I said, for me, unless the game doesn't work, at the very least, I'm probably buying it on PC and PlayStation. And if the Switch 2 port is decent, I'll probably buy it there too. I was debating.
Why do you disturb Jing?
Let him talk.
Only fools wage war so trivially.
Love how it's just me here too. Like, I'm the only person doing this.
Gotta get your hands dirty sometimes.
Good talk, Gan Ning. Great speech. Oh shoot. But like, if the Switch 2 port is as well praised as Origins was, as I was debating getting it for the Switch, just to kind of support it, because a lot of videos I've seen on Origins on the Switch 2 was like, it's quite amazing for being a Switch 2, for how good the game looks. You're getting the Switch 2 port for the remaster? Hell yeah. Yeah, because it's like, even if that game only runs at 30 FPS, if it runs like a smooth 30 FPS and it looks, like I said, as good as Origins does, yeah, I'll be very happy just laying in bed and playing that.
I took out an officer.
And it's like, you know, the fact that the base game's $40, you know, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. I think, I should look at it again. I think Omega Force or Koei Tecmo, I think they put out another snapshot of some even more settings that are in the game. I'm trying to remember what they are on the top of my head, but it showed a few more sliders of stuff that you can toggle on and off to make the game even, like, I do like they're going really hard on like making the game, if you want it to play more like the original or more like their modern take on it, because that already, like, if you're a crazy Musou fan like most of us, it's like, cool, I'll play through it all in the new way, and then I'll play through it all again in the traditional way. But even mixing matching that is mixing and matching is pretty cool. I think honestly now after that the reveal during the Summer Games Fest, I think the biggest criticism I've seen now is really just the soldier appearance. I think the look of the soldiers not being the original 3's look, I think has been like the biggest thing for people I've seen. There's been some stuff like I don't really go on Reddit a lot, but there was a I think I was trying to figure out an answer for something, and one of the posts was talking about the pop-in. In the trailer you can see like he was kind of upset, he or she I guess, that the pop-in was like you couldn't see the soldiers way down the line. Like in Origins you can actually see the army pretty far away, but in this one they at least in the trailer of what they showed, the pop-in was almost like the original. Was upset by that, and like I went back in the trailer and like, yeah, okay, I can see what he's talking about. I see the pop, and I'm like, that really doesn't bother me though. I'm like, with how good the game looks and everything around the game, if they still show up on screen like 30 yards away, as long as they're not disappearing on my ass while I'm fighting them face to face and they just disappear. And even then, I'm still used to that from these old games, but like as long as they do like that, I really don't care. Because I think the pop-in is far enough away that it's like not a really big deal. It is something that'd be nice, but that might also be a compromise with just Unreal Engine to make sure the game runs smooth. I don't know. One of the big questions too, I hope they answer, or at least I think we'll get a demo of it probably before it releases, maybe a few weeks, maybe sometime in like mid-August. We might get I'm thinking we'll get a public demo that everybody can download, but I'd like to see more. I should probably look to see what officers are, more gameplay, just to see too how the office, like how the soldiers actually act, as far as aggressiveness and how much damage they do. There was a guy here somewhere. He must be on the other side. Because I think he already talked about, or they already talked about, the game's probably not going to be as difficult as the original. But even if they, like, you couldn't really make the units super aggressive. Ooh. Hell yeah. Super aggressive like the original, because there's just way more soldiers. But I hope they find a way to make it still feel like the soldiers are not useless. Because in this game, the soldiers can really mess you up when you're trying to fight an officer. But I hope they can strike that balance. But honestly, even if the game played more like the newer ones in Dynasty Warriors, I'd still have a good time. It would definitely probably be a criticism for a remaster, but I'd still have a good time with it. And we'll see. I'm still on the fence if I want to play 3, really play 3 for the first time before it comes out. Because I started to, I think I did actually a video, just the first few missions of Lu Bu, before I really started to change my mind about whether I wanted to play it or not. I think I talked about it before, but it's like a kind of a rare opportunity to be able to play an older Dynasty Warriors and not really know anything of what's going to happen. Versus, like, I still don't remember everything about this game, but I remember enough that it doesn't feel new. Because Dynasty Warriors 10 might not happen for a long time, so 3 is like the Dynasty Warriors 10, where I get to see new maps, new missions, all that kind of stuff for the first time. Oh, I love this song. see, I don't think there's anybody in here. I'll let them pick up the trash. I just want to make sure our officers don't die. Hope they bring back the hard guard captain and Yi Ling in the remaster. Hard guard captain and Yi Ling. Yeah, I wouldn't know. But if that's like a big thing in 3, then yeah, I hope they do something cool with that. For a minute when you said that, I was thinking in this game, I'm like, I don't know, but that's like, yeah, I'm literally talking about 3 right now. Yeah, I think there's going to be stuff in there for sure that will be there in some form that will be like a cool nod. And I think there will be some stuff too that unfortunately will not make it through. But I'd be curious to know kind of behind the scene production stuff of that game of like, I think when they first had their big kind of that 40-minute showcase about it, I think they kind of talked about it being hard to make. It was in one of the interviews kind of showcase. It might actually have been with the DLC for Origins. That it was just a hard game to make, like even get made. But I'd be curious, like, why Unreal Engine? Why not your Katana engine? Or, you know, is it just that remastering it was not as... It was easier to do it in Unreal? Is it to get experience in Unreal? Like, obviously, they're the professionals, and they probably have their reasons of why they chose it. But I'd be curious of just like some stuff that, yeah, it's just gonna have to be not quite the same. Because I think there'll be people too that'll be upset and would have much preferred literally a 1-for-1, just almost HD. Hey, you can just play this in 4K now on modern hardware, but other, like, it would basically look like this on an emulator. You know, would prefer that. I personally wouldn't. I like it when remaster and stuff add new things and are a little bit different, because then I'm not just playing the same thing over again. But to each their own. To each their own. Because I will say about these old games, like, they're not obviously very easily accessible where you could just boot up modern consoles and play them. But if you... Well, I hate talking like this because everybody's financial situation is different. But if you're able to own a PlayStation 5 and buy $40 Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered, you probably could at some point save up and get a fairly cheap gaming laptop, get the emulator, and pop those bad boys in and play the original experience again. Or just go into eBay and, like I did for a while, and just buy the PS2, buy the games, and buy some adapters to play it, like it, or an HDMI cord. Knock that baby out. But I kind of like that they're just doing something new with it and making it actually feel more modern. Because it, realistically too, is like audiences change. Like you have us old school fans that have played since the 3 and 4 days. Some even the 2 days. But then you have new fans that they don't really want that gameplay. They want something faster and something more that they're used to. And so I think you really do have to have, like, strike that balance of, like, we would like the gameplay, many of us, to be that old school gameplay. But when you're trying to get new fans in of a new a new, you know, group of people that are maybe younger and they're used to playing faster action games and that are more mechanically, you know, yeah, I've got evasions and perfect dodges, and I think it makes it more interesting for them to come into the game. So the pretty genius of them though to actually switch some of that stuff on and off. Especially, I'm assuming, if you switch evasion off, enemy officers can't do it either, because that'd be weird if they can do it and you can't. But I think that was just a smart thing of like, hey, if you want to play it a more traditional way, that's there for you. But if you want to play it a new way, a kind of a more modern way, that's there as well. So hopefully that's implemented well and feels good. Because I'd hate it too, where it's like, yeah, if you take all those settings off, I hope the gameplay is balanced enough where it does feel more classic. It's not like, yeah, you can turn all these settings off, but now it just becomes really just ridiculously hard and imbalanced and kind of wonky. I'm gonna have to see though. I wonder too if it sells well, if they'll add costume packs, or if they'll just wait to do like, hey, this has done well enough. We're probably gonna get greenlit for 4 or 5 or something. We'll just save costumes for that. But damn, would that be cool to have like a Dynasty Warriors 4 outfit pack for them or something. Or if they're just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna add like Cao Ren and Zhou Tai and, you know, we're gonna add additional like characters from the next games. That'd be pretty funny. Actually got a lot of kills this mission. Let's take out this gate, I guess. Might as well. You know what's crazy though too about the Dynasty Warriors series? Hey, what's this? The Dynasty Warriors series. Haha. The fact that it's like been around this long and has grown into spin-offs and all kinds of stuff is actually quite crazy to me. Like, I don't know why this is a series I just thought like would eventually end with like 6, you know, or something, or 7, but it just kept going despite like, and obviously these games are way bigger in like Asia than they are in the West. It's just more closer to them than it is to us. But the fact that it's still come this far and it's still going, and that it's actually getting kind of another resurgence with Origins, or at least did get a little bit of a resurgence there, is really cool. I hope Dynasty Warriors 3 can like, wouldn't that like, even though if they did a 3, 4, and 5 remastered and it isn't really the same as the original, but those become like the way that 3, 4, and 5 are for us, that becomes like their 3, 4, and 5 for like a newer generation that just falls in love with the games all over again and just builds a new millions of a player audience. That would be sweet. I still wish, I am still personally in the camp. Obviously the ideal situation is you can toggle the original dub or a new one. I still wish they would have brought back like the voice actors in the kind of 6 through 8 period that had characters in this game, in the 3 remastered, to come back and redub the lines with the actors we all really know and love for those characters. Like, I would have preferred that. I will probably give the dub a chance because I don't think there's really that much talking in these older games. But I just think the Japanese sounds so much better. And I'm pretty sure the Japanese voice actors of 3 are the same ones that have been voicing it from then all the way up till Origins. Like, pretty much the same cast for most of them.
Let us go as well.
So it just sounds more consistent.
Taking the supply depot.
And I don't speak Japanese, but it doesn't sound as like campy or was like meant to be. But I know it's for people who grew up with that one, that was like their game. It's nostalgic for them, but it's still bad. It's still not good. You know, I can't remember, I was watching some video where they're talking about Dynasty Warriors 3's voice acting, Dynasty Warriors 9's, where everybody just shit on 9 for its voice acting, and to be honest, rightfully so. It's some of the worst voice acting I've heard in the game. I don't know why I kept going in circles. There was a red dot and realized that was an archer in a tower. But 9, they talk so much. And because they talk so much, you hear it all the time. And it just gets really, really old. Versus I wonder if with 3, they don't talk that much. I'm pretty sure. So it's like, it's almost just when they do talk, it's funny and it's quirky. But then they shut up and you just go fight people and you move on. But if they were constantly talking like that to you every 5 seconds, I feel like it would be different. Could also be wrong, but for me it would be different. It would just be like, okay, that's kind of quirky. But then you move on, you fight stuff, and every now and then somebody talks one line and you're done. But I'm happy for the 3 fans that are getting that dub, that they can laugh and have a good time with it. But I also thought about trying it in Chinese. That was one thing I did with Origins on PC because I thought it was kind of interesting. Obviously you're playing it in like the language of the land. But I ended up switching it back to Japanese because I really like the Japanese voice actors. But it was weird that PlayStation didn't have that. I don't think it still does have a Chinese option. I think it's still English and Japanese, but for whatever reason, the PC release has all 3. It's kind of interesting. But I try to also be kind of empathetic, where it's like if they remaster 4, I'd still be in the same boat. I love this game. I'd rather them redub it if only if it's the Dynasty Warriors 8 cast, because I love those guys and gals. They do such a fantastic job. But if it was like a brand new cast, it'd be like, I think I'd just rather have the original. But I'm not super tied to it. Like I have to have it. To be fair, though, at least with 4, some of the voice actors in this game are the classic voices that we know and love. I mean, you got Terrence Stone in here, Kirk Thornton. We're getting quite a bit of kills in this match. Let's see here. There are some good ones that are missing. I think I'd love to have, like, I think his name is David B. Mitchell. I always get his name confused, but I think that's who voices Guan Yu and Liu Bei in like 6 and after. What a great Guan Yu. I think Origins Guan Yu is fine in English. It's not my favorite, but 8 is like 6 through 8 is awesome for Guan Yu. So good. I miss his voice for Guan Yu a lot, actually. Pushing through, baby. Let's see, I think we took out, yep, I think we took out everybody. That was actually a pretty chill map. I like that one. Nothing crazy happens. You just go through, take everybody out. Save that one. All right, the unification of Xiongdong. Attack Yuanchu's ally Liu Xun and take down one castle. Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, this is not who I thought it was. I was like, Liu Xun, isn't he one of our guys? Okay. I think we're all still good on that. Now let me see where people are at here. I got a lot of officers though. We're only a little bit outnumbered. Jeez Louise. I hope we get some more people. I mean, I guess we do have several officers. On Dong. Not a very big fan of that character when they made him unique. If I'm remembering correctly, he's like the whiny character that always wants to be seen and stuff. Like, interesting choice. Or to just go way over the top with it.
Once we take this land, we'll begin to
All
see
right,
our
let's
kingdom.
beeline it for this guy.
Soon family's road to conquest begins.
Where's he
here.
at? There he is.
Curse these Soon family invaders! I will need Lord Yuan Shu's help to chase them out.
I'll take out Yuan Shu too.
We have lured the enemy to surprise people from every yard.
Yeah, buddy.
The castle. Also,
Big damage.
we must split into 2 groups.
Let's line him up there.
The enemy is strong.
I think there's another officer sitting in here. Crap. I took out an officer. Okay. Just speed through here.
Let's not fall behind here, guys.
Use it as a speed boost. Oh, I missed him by like half an inch. Where are you going? Okay. Nice. How is Joey's morale dropping, dude? We're kicking ass. See any more officers sitting in here? At least not the big ones.
The supply depot was successfully defended. Now we do not have to worry about our weird plan.
Okay. Let's see. I guess we should just go down here. I kind of want to go to the left, but might not even be open right now. Leon Gong. I think I've seen that name before. Tells you how memorable you are. But you did deliver me an item, which I do appreciate.
Let's not fall behind here, guys.
Okay, that's open. Let me see if I can go. Oh, never mind.
I will not forsake my friend Liu Shun. Yuan Shu does not bow to threats.
You know what's funny? This is probably the coolest Yuan Shu ever was.
We will guard Liu Shun's rear flank. Follow me.
This is generic armor. Ow. One thing I did like about the original 3, from what I remember, is like some of the officers had like Lubu's like antenna things. Thought that was kind of cool. Where are you going? You want shoe? Yeah, I just did a drive-by. Wasn't actually trying to hit you. Just to scare you. Huh, I kind of had like super armor on. Oh no, that's nice. Should have asked too what the blast orbs effect actually is. Like they just randomly combust into a million pieces. You know, normally I complain about officers blocking all the time, but you should probably block. Maybe once.
Let's
Ow.
not fall behind here, guys. We've got
Okay.
Liu Shun in a corner.
Let's see this. There's probably there's like 3 gates in here. All right, let's go. Let's go seal them. Probably should have checked to see if he had officers attached to him. Got a little too excited to kill Yuan Shu. He's just a very hittable guy. Okay. Let's see here. Hopefully, I assume everything is running okay too, since no one said it hasn't. So hopefully the sound and everything's just running okay. Be very sad later if it's not. But whatever. That'd be tomorrow's problem to fix. Too late now. Alright, we'll clear all these guys out. Should be easier without reinforcements. Okay. Moving on. I like this song too. Dynasty Warriors 4 has a really good soundtrack. This is bassy.
Not too shabby.
I would love to know the history of like how Dynasty, like the thought process of making the music like this heavy metal type of music for like the pitch of like, hey, it's gonna be based in China, ancient China. You're gonna have these characters that are really powerful and they're gonna like take out hundreds of soldiers sweeping through the battlefield, you know, in this ancient Chinese setting. It's like, okay, I've got you. I know what music to do. You know, it's like, oh, okay. Be an interesting how they came up with that. I'm so glad they did though. I feel like Dynasty Warriors has some of my favorite music for like a video game. Vanquished, welcome, welcome. I don't remember Dynasty Warriors looking this good. No, it would not normally. We're running on an emulator, so that's already up-resing it to 4K. Then I've got an HD texture pack attached, and I have some additional. One of the things with the emulator that's a problem is when you upscale it, you get these vertical lines on the screen that break it. However, there's a Discord channel called Musou Warriors. I'd have to look back. I think that's the name of it. That they have like patches for that. So I downloaded those, and then I also have a patch that allows me to basically free move when I attack, and I'm not locked into a straight line, which is super helpful. Tez were probably metalheads, probably. They were probably just like, dude, I've got to find a way to get this music into a video game. This is the game we're gonna do it in. Yeah, the vertical lines. Check out the Discord server. I found it on Reddit. I guess I could figure out how to post a link, but I think it's called Musou Warriors. Here, let me pause it so I can respond to you on this, because I think this was like a game changer for me. So the way it's done, it's not under cheats. It's not something that's in the emulator. As far as I know, there's actually nothing you can do on the emulator by itself to fix it. There are a lot of videos that are like, oh, maybe nothing will fix it. There is a certain file that you have to create. So like in the emulator, there is like a what do you call it? Like a number code identifier for that game. And you basically create a file matching that code, and then you have to paste like a string of lines of code into that file in a specific folder. And then you're basically, I'm making it sound more complicated than it is. It's actually really easy. And I just looked up like a YouTube guide of how you're supposed to do that. Yes, that. The PNACH file, that thing. You create one of those for the game in the emulator, and then you post like the string of code into that. And then when you go into the emulator under cheats, they'll show up, and then you activate them, and then you're good. And I got those string of codes from the Yeah, the Musou Warrior. So when you scroll down to the bottom, there's like, he has a segment for Dynasty Warriors 3 mods, 2, 4, 5. They are set, I think the majority of them are for the Extreme Legends version. I don't know. He mentioned somewhere up on the top that like they're for Extreme Legends unless stated otherwise or something like that. So I don't know if you want to do it the base game of 4, they may have it on there. But there's a few things, and I did that for 4, 5, and 6, actually, and 3 too, because I do have 3 still on the emulator. So once you get into like 6 has less stuff you can change, but he's got a ton of other stuff, and there's community ones as well that people have added. So, but yeah, that's how I got this to look this way, because those lines, dude, are, you kind of try to ignore them after a while, but it's pretty trash to look at. So I'm like, yeah, and it's run really great with some of those fixes. The HD pack too, I think I got the HD pack, which I can actually show you. Let me hang on, let me make sure I don't get my ass kicked by these guys. The HD pack I have doesn't really change a ton, but it does, like, if you can see, I don't know how well the screen's going to show it, but this is when it's off, and then this is when it's on. It mainly affects the UI and like the environmental textures. You do see it, so it makes it better for sure. I think this one I found actually just Googling it. I don't know if I think there was one I found in the Discord. Oh yeah, in the Discord there is, if you scroll down to the bottom of his Discord, I think there is a section that's actually titled texture packs or something with textures. I think I found 4. I think I found this one in that. I think 5, the one that was posted for 5, wasn't working anymore, so I had to go and Google that. Same thing with 6 on like a website. And that one I think is actually installed a different way than the vertical line stuff, but it was also really easy. I just Googled how to install. I can't remember now on the top of my head, but it wasn't hard either. I might just one day, I don't really make too many videos anymore, other than I'm kind of just doing live streams now, but I might be worth sitting down one day and just making a video of like the actual step-by-step modern for the HD packs that I have, and some of those for like the vertical line stuff, because there's a lot of like stuff on YouTube and Reddit that was just like, oh, just adjust this in the emulator and this. I'm like, no, none of this stuff works. And I went and played a little bit of 5. I don't think I booted up 3 to actually. No, I did. I booted up 3 to see if it worked there. It did. Even 6. For the PS2 version. The PS3 is better to emulate, but for the extra content, the PS2 version of 6, I installed that. So the only thing I couldn't fix in 6 is the pop-in, which I think in the Discord server or somewhere it was just like, it's hard to do. If you try to create a merged ISO, I'm not sure. So that's probably the answer is no. But I've tried doing a lot of weird stuff, but. Oh, there's a way to create a merged ISO file to launch it with Dynasty base game data already loaded. Yes, I know what you're talking about now, because I think 3, one of these games. Well, let me think. In that Discord server, there is a PNACH file where you can launch the Extreme Legends version with the base game already loaded, so you don't have to do the load disk stuff. 3 might have been one. Yeah, 3 might have been one where it was either 3 or 5 that wasn't working for me for some reason. Oh no, they all worked. I'm thinking of Samurai Warriors. Samurai Warriors 2, 1 or 2 was giving me issues, but Yeah, in that Discord server, I think all 3 have a file that you can punch in there where it'll load. Yeah, good old days loading. Yep. Switching CDs, man. I loved like Metal Gear Solid, and like once Metal Gear Solid 4 was like on the PS3, it was like switch discs. Like, oh wait, you don't have to do that anymore with the new blah 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 blah. You're like, that's funny as shit. But yeah, that Discord server was like a game changer. But yeah, the HD textures though is like probably honestly like it definitely makes it better, but it's probably the least most important thing to me. The vertical lines was the most important for me to fix, because once that, the emulator, you know, you can run in 4K whatever and it still looks pretty good. And for 4 specifically, getting rid of the attack lock-on stuff, because I also think it makes the AI also get rid of it so they can freely move around. Makes it feel a lot more like 5 and I think 3 too. It's awesome. Yeah, the UI does look better too. It's way crisper. The character art and stuff, it's way cleaner. And I love with emulators that obviously you can save state, which you already know, I'm sure, but what a time saver. I wish the PS3 save state mechanic wasn't a useless piece of crap. It barely works. Did you ever play Dynasty Wars 4 Hyper? No, I did not. Oh, I missed your Dynasty Wars 3 attack lock was so... Oh, Dynasty Wars 3 has it too? Damn, I was playing Lube. I don't think it's as bad though, from what I remember. I think it did have it a little bit. Now you bring it up, I do remember I think something similar, but I don't think it was as bad as 4's. 4's felt really aggressive. Oh yeah, Ma Chao, baby. My man. He's not my favorite character, but he's one of my favorite characters. Always a good choice to have Ma Chao up there. Especially like, probably 3 as well, but 4 and 5 Ma Chao is... Oh, so fun. I fight in the name of justice. I love that in 4. I hate that in 5 they nerfed his horse attack, because in 4 you could like you didn't ever have to get off your horse once he was high enough level. You could just stay on your horse the whole time, shockwave the shit out of everybody. It was a great time. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure who all the other ones who have good. I just remember Ma Chao, because I don't really do a lot of horse combat, but Ma Chao's was so cheesy and I loved it. Yes, we finally got a double-digit tiger amulet. Hell yeah! It's only taken like 20 hours. Dialogues, mind your manners, you beast. No, his sword is leveling up pretty slow. Zhang Liao's crescent blade leveled up incredibly fast. Jotai was the other one. Jotai's... It's hard not to like Jotai. Such a cool character.
This world is in chaos. Our land of Jiangnan.
Oh, speaking of back, what Emmy talking about weapon swaps. 6 was a horrible one for Jotai too. Give him a basic sword, basically a big sword instead of a samurai sword.
Cao Cao. Does he intend to attack Wu as well?
The best course of action is to invite Liu Bei into an alliance, and together we can face Cao Cao.
See, I'm basic. My favorite characters have always been and will always be Zhao Yun and Lu Bu. Literally, like, probably the poster boy characters of the series. We don't talk about weapons in 6. 6 is bad. I hate 6 is bad, but I also enjoy 6. Like, I was telling Amy, I played through it recently, like sat for 30 hours playing through all the stories again. I had fun with it, but it is not great. And the Rimbu system is trash. I think what it is with 6, why I like it, because yeah, the weapons, nah, except, you know, one of the ones that swapped and stuff, right? We're not always the best. You know, the Rimbu system, I mean, it's literally a one-button masher game pretty much. I really like the maps. I think the maps are cool. Like, there's something about playing through, like, Hulao Gate in Dynasty Warriors 6 is like embedded into my brain. It's just so fun to play through a lot of the maps in there. And there was some stuff that like they did really, like Lu Bu's story was so fun. It was a bitch. It takes forever to like unlock Lu Bu. But his story was so cool because you're always like this third-party army like breaking into these fights and stuff and beating the shit out of both sides. So fun. They did give Meng Huo a pillar. Yeah, he's not in the base game, but I forgot they put him in Empires. I wasn't a big Empires player. It's one thing I've been meaning to really like give a shot to. I actually 9 is probably the most I played Empires. 8 maybe a tiny bit, but I never really gave Empires much of a shot through the years. But maybe one day. Maybe one day. I did download 5 Empires on the emulator actually, and I do have 6 Empires on the PS3 emulator. I just haven't played it much. All right, let's see. Guangzhou. There are no lieutenants on the board. Okay. Favorite female character. Bro, you know that's hard. I'll throw maybe kind of a curveball. And I don't actually like her weapon style all that much. My man. Zhurong. That's what I was gonna say. She's the best. And her design in 9 is freaking peak. And an 8 too is pretty good. Yeah, I don't even like the non-mon, but Zhurong is, she's the best. After her,
We will attack Guangzhou and take the land of Zhengsha.
The enemy generals Su Fei and Huang Zhu do not get along. We could use this to create a rift.
see what's funny too is when he first said Zhurong, I'm thinking the fire attack dude, but then it was like, because I was already thinking about Zhurong, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. Otherwise, that's really gonna be funny. I didn't listen to what he said he wanted us to do. There's somebody in here. We're just gonna go beat the hell out of these 2 officers. Trying to think who would be second. I need like I need like a list of them in front of me to actually see. Trying to think. I mean, Diao Chan's always cool. She's kind of a classic. I actually didn't like her much in the old. That's one thing with 6. I actually did start to like Diao Chan more 6 and after. I just think her weapons and like design started to appeal to me more. I didn't like the Maraca stuff very much. Did I kill both of them already? Damn. Sure did. The mission's about to be over. Jinxie is cool. She's a classic though too. She was really cool in Origins. Just didn't obviously do much, but Jinxie had top 3 worst movesets of all time. Yeah, I never really. She had some cool designs later on, but I never liked her weapon set. Oh, Lu Lingqi. That's one of my other favorites. Yeah, I thought Lu Lingqi was cool. She was actually really fun with the cross pike, even though that's massive on her. Yeah, I'm glad you brought her up. I'd have to play 8 to remember that she exists. I didn't like in 9 they gave her like the sword and shield, even though I guess you could eventually just get the cross pike and give it to her, but Yeah, they always had a weird sword and shield and like the pitchfork and shield moveset. That was never really that fun. Let me pause this so I can really... Sun Shangxiang I don't actually like too much. I feel like the newer like Origins is probably the most I've liked her. Da Xiao and her sister I also were never really the biggest fans of. No pun intended, they have fans. Guan Yinping actually I think grew on me a little bit. I didn't originally, I was like, man, she's not, I don't know if I like her that much, but I think she's actually grown on me. Because I don't really like the weapon she got in 8, that she had in 8, but it actually played pretty fun. And Yue Ying's an interesting one too, because I actually liked her probably more in the older ones than the newer ones. But yeah, Zhurong just has a cool look to her. I like kind of like that fire goddess lore she has. I also love that she really is like in the games and stuff, like pretty much the leader of the non-mon, and Meng Huo is basically just a face piece. It's like we all really know who's in charge. But I think her boomerang got better in some of the later games, but it wasn't necessarily my fave. Ow, you bitch. I did like Lian Shi. Lian Shi. I mean, for obvious reasons. Her massive crossbow. No, her crossbow sucks. I hate the damn thing. But for all the other reasons, she's cool. Did 4 have elephants? Yeah, it does. Oh shit, dude, this guy's actually kind of strong. He's got super armor too. Holy. Hang on. I need to make sure I know where the healing base is. Okay, there's probably some right there. This guy's learned a trick or two from Lu Bu somehow. Alright, Ling Cao, I got you. No, I don't. Well, that was a waste. Oh, shoot. Let me break one of these open. And he got crunched. Damn, why is this guy so powerful? Oh, let me switch my bodyguards to attack mode. I shall play them face up in attack mode. And hopefully... Part of me is like, who is this guy? I don't think I've ever seen this guy's... remember this guy's name. And somehow he's way amped up.
Those frigates are carrying gunpowder. If we could set fire to them, it would give us the advantage.
My archers are literally the ones saving my life right now. Ooh, okay. I think we need to give him a bit of a break. Gunpowder, is there something in here that I should be using? I assume I might have to kill him for that to actually happen. What's this? No. Okay. Oh, Bao Xianyang, Xiao Ti were useless, and I hate Shang. Yeah, I don't like any of those characters. Not a fan of any of them. I do like, what's her name? Wang Yuanji. I think everybody likes her, though, for the most part. Dude, this guy is wild. I'm gonna run out of healing items to kill this guy. Where's our leader? Okay, so we got time. We got time. I didn't forget about you, buddy. I just need some major healing.
We cannot hold them.
Wait, is there somebody else over here? Why are you guys struggling?
I have been waiting.
Maybe maybe I shouldn't kill these guys so that that general doesn't just take them out. Dude, the archers in this game are so insane. I hate when they're my enemy, but damn, do I love them as bodyguards. Alright. I'm safe stating the shit out of this. Yeah, they need to do something different with Guofly. They just go way too hard. I was watching like the Night Owl's video talk about him, where I guess in the novel, it's just like he's like sick or something, and they just played really hard into him being sick. But it's like, yeah, but you kind of made him look uninteresting. Oh my gosh, he's so. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm gonna cheese this. Got my Musou and archers, which basically make me. Hey, get off my archer, you punk. Oh, they did get him. You sons of bitches. Oh well. You guys honestly kind of earned that.
We cannot hold.
Yes, you can. I'm bringing the elite fighting force of my 7 bow knights. Oh, sweet jar. Vanquish, you have, I don't know if he said this before, you have a favorite Dynasty Warriors? Amy, you'll kind of remind me what yours was. I can't remember. I think I asked you that before, and I can't remember what you said now. Dynasty Warriors for sure. Dynasty Warriors 3. How you feeling about the remaster? What do you like about it? Concerns you have for it? Hopes and dreams? 4 was my favorite growing up because that was the first one I played. Funny story too. I remember playing it, renting it all the time over the weekends, and one day I rented the second one thinking it was 4. I was like, why does this look so different? Why is it so damn hard? I realized it was the wrong one. Oh wait, I wanted to go down here first. But I think 5 was always like my number 2, and then playing it recently, I think 5 has kind of become my favorite. But 4 for me kind of has the same nostalgia that I think a lot of people have for 3. And I was telling Emmy, it was like I was debating whether I'd play 3 or not, because I've never really, like, I've never done one full playthrough of 3 ever. I kind of wanted to wait for the remaster so I could experience it for the first time in a you know, it's going to be different, but everything will be fairly new and unique for me, which I'm actually pretty excited for. I took out an officer. All right, that should be everybody that was down here kicking our ass.
Let us go as well.
Mostly my favorites 3, 4, 5, and 8. Yeah, outside of 3, because I don't. 3 probably would. That would probably be my same list if I played a lot of 3. Yeah. One of these days it'd be fun. Like, a lot of people do tier lists of their favorite ones. I just think it'd be fun eventually. Maybe like, maybe not a video, but talk about it on a live stream. Just make like a tier list of different things. Yeah, the archers are super annoying. I think a lot of people, it's funny because with the remaster, a lot of people, some people really want the archers to be incredibly annoying. Others don't. I just think they need a balance. I think I wouldn't mind the archers as much if they didn't full stop your character. You get hit, full stop, you're like not moving. But you can't, it's like a pain in the ass to even get to move. It's like, I don't care if they want to keep them like high damaging, just let me move. Oh, that is the worst place for an archer. The fake cast. Yeah. What was the one we just did too, like a couple matches ago, where Sun Qian's like stuck in the castle and there's just a million archers. I'm like, yeah, no wonder he dies in 5 seconds. You know what's funny too is I saw like a Reddit post too talking about like the archers and like, no, they should be really strong and like brutal and stuff. And it's like, I hate when people are like, well, in real life, an archer, like if you get hot, like, yeah, in real life, if I shoved a spear through your face, you would die. I'm like, I'm wailing on these officers a million times and they're not dying. I don't think I need an archer to kill me in one hit. It's like, it is a game. The question is the mechanic fun or not? And it's not fun when you have 30 archers that pin you down where you can't move. It's like, especially in a Dynasty Warriors game, I don't need realism in a 1 versus 1,000 game. Like, like the whole game itself is, we're not trying to be real. We're trying to be fun and arcadey and have you go through a map killing hundreds of dudes with some badass music and characters having a good time. Like, come on. Yeah, I just thought that was funny. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the old school difficulty. Like, it felt fun actually fighting all the soldiers versus the new ones. You don't really do that. You just rush through them and fight the leaders. But we can strike a balance. We can have a fun balance, you know. Also, and this isn't me saying you should do this, because I never asked for this thing, but I've been having problems with my alerts not showing for like follows and all this stuff. So if you did do that and it didn't show up, I do apologize. It's because the alerts may not be working, but I'm not saying you have to do that. How did you guys play Dynasty Tat? I don't think I ever played that, actually. I'm pretty sure I have not. Also, I hate this map with Shu, and I really don't remember with Wu. Probably about the same. We'll see. Something about the non-mon missions, man. Huh, Zhurong is not where she normally is. Maybe the... we'll see. We'll see. Character models are best in the series now. I have to check it out. Check it out. I play it religiously. That's awesome. I actually have a lot of Warriors games booted up that I want to play through eventually. Going through. I think I've talked about it on YouTube too. Eventually I want to play through the... I have all 4 of the Gundam games ready to go on the emulator. I played through a little, through some of them a little bit on and off. But I love the Gundam Warriors games. And then I have all the, well, at least all the ones I need in emulator for Dynasty Warriors, and then Samurai Warriors I have 1 and 2 ready to go on the emulator as well. These freaking elephants. There's like a million of them already.
They are strong.
I'm gonna steal one though. Where's Orochi? I played all of 4. And that was the first and only one I had played. And then played a bit of 3 Ultimate, but playing it on the PS4, or I guess PS5, I can't remember if it was performance slowdown or like pop. Something was bothering me a ton and I couldn't get through it. And then the PC version, like the effects get all weird. So for me, I haven't found a version that I might have to like get an emulator, put it on an emulator and see how it goes for that. But and I didn't play the first 2. All right. Let me steal one of these elephants. I think I need it to break through some of these shortcuts, as much as I hate riding them because they're so slow.
We could destroy any gate or tower if we use elephants.
But I do like that. I'll be curious to know once I finish this mission if I like this one more or less than Shu's version. Shu's kind of pisses me off. And I think you have to do that one on hard and kill like a certain officer, I think, to get like Joe Tai's level 10 weapon, I think, or something like that. I have not just followed. Damn, and it did not pop. Did you get a pop-up? Thank you for doing that, but did you get a pop-up to say that you did? Shu is the best faction. Oh, you did. All right, maybe I just didn't hear it. I'll have to look and see it to adjust the volume. Maybe I don't have the volume set up on OBS. Okay, that's an improvement. We're getting somewhere with the with it at least popping up on screen. No audio though. Okay, I think I have to figure out an OBS because I used to use Streamlabs OBS, but you can't multi-stream on that without basically paying for their Ultra. But with OBS, I can just use like a kind of a plug-in thing and do that. So I've had to figure out how those work. Oh yeah, I can just take these down. Oh, you guys are so screwed. Yeah, get out of there. So no, that's great to know. I think I'll probably just have to add something in the audio mixer for the sound effect. That has to be it. And I'll play with that next, maybe tomorrow. See, I'm just gonna knock all these things down for good measure. At least any of that have archers in it. Okay, that one's clear of archers. All right, let me finish knocking the rest of these things down. And clean up the rest. Warriors Orochi 1 was more challenging. Each character had their own unique items to get, and some characters were challenging to get. See, that's fun. I'll have to check those out too. I need a long list of just doing some of the older Warriors games that I never really played. There she is. She looks good too in the emulation. That son of a bitch.
Look at it burn.
Oh, she's up there.
Before the flames vanish up in smoke.
We have no choice. Abandon the fortress. We are going to charge the enemy.
Yeah, that's right. All right, we should be able to kill this guy pretty quick. Yeah, I just feel like in this mission, you're always at a disadvantage all the time. Like, no matter what you do, you just can't win. All right, let's see if I can hurry and get on this elephant. Or she kills Sun Jian. Oh, it's Wu Tu. Maybe I can give him one little thing of health. Ah. All right, I'm gonna come back for him. I'm gonna get up here before he dies. There are a lot of work. There's so many spin-offs too. That's what I was kind of saying earlier. I think before you join, is like the fact that this series has actually, when you think about it, grown quite a bit with all the spin-offs and stuff is quite insane. People might give Warriors games shit. Is that? Oh yeah. Safe state here. That's a cool shot too.
Oh yeah?
We're actually gonna joust, some elephant jousting. But all the spin-offs with the Warriors games is awesome. And I love that, I think it was Show that was like, I want to make a Star Wars or Lord of the Rings Warriors game. I'm like, yes. Oh dude, we're gonna kick her ass. It's nothing personal. But if you're not gonna join my forces, I have no choice. Alright, not really the best character to do this with. Come on, you're so close. Oh my gosh, can you please stop knocking me down? There we go.
I haven't burnt out quite yet.
There we go. You know what's funny too? I don't know if I really like her ore design that much. I actually think she looks better in 3. Looking at at least the remastered version, despite all the modern, you know, enhancements, like just the outfit and stuff, I think looks better in 3. Okay, so they should be okay. If they die from a bunch of peasants, well, they deserved it, I guess. We've got some elephant riding to do. Joe, I swear. Like with Shu, I think that all of your allies pretty much die all the time. Like no matter what you do, they just are always getting their ass kicked. But I also think this one is smaller. Oh, crap. And where are you? Come here. Yeah. Maybe I can make the jump. Nope. Wait. This is what it feels like to be one of the soldiers. Oh, come on. There we go. Gotta go, bro. Good chat with you as well, man. Thanks for joining in and talking for a little bit. Appreciate it. Always welcome. Yeah, good luck with getting that stuff working too. On there, so. Yeah, look through it. Google some stuff of how to, you know, if it doesn't have it in the Discord, just making sure you do it right. But it's pretty simple. Let's just get rid of these guys. I'm gonna actually put my archers back in attack mode. Oh my gosh. Maybe that's why everybody's struggling. It's because of the elephants. Makes sense. Main camp is under attack. I swear if they all die. I don't even think I have to deal with poison in this one, which is awesome. Just take a casual stroll through the Nanman. The lands of the Nanman. Hey. Yeah, nope. I'm not gonna have you chase me down. Well, at least our morale is actually increasing quite rapidly. So far, this one's more enjoyable than Shu's version. Whoa. Alright, everybody's got to have an elephant, though. There are more elephants in this one, that's for sure. Ooh, nice. I didn't even think about my archers shooting him off. I'm glad they locked onto his ass. Alright, well, the main camp survived that little battle and are pushing down here, so that's good. So we'll close some of these gates. It's funny for both Wu and Shu. His version of this, they don't really bring that many units. I'm like, I feel like this is a place where we should bring the whole damn army. I feel like in Shu, outside of the two Nanman generals that turn to your side, you have like 2. I think you have like Ma Chao and somebody else. see. I did get that gate. Ooh, there's... Assuming this is his son. Oh, and I really forgot too in this one, you don't have to fight Min Plo like 600 times. Take those though. Hey. Okay. All right. Let's go to the big. Oh, son of a bitch! You would have like 5 million elephants next to you, huh? Oh, you shithead! All right, keep walking straight. Keep. Elephants. The worst. I wonder if they'll make the elephants faster in the remaster of 3. Actually, I don't know if they were fast in 3 or not. I've just assumed they would be the same speed as this. There we go. Yeah, I think you need to give that elephant a rest, big guy. Whoa. Oh, that's a good ×2 defense. Okay, don't want to get that full cover yet. Never mind, we're going to get it anyways because I can't control his Musou. It's alright. Beating his ass anyways. It is kind of funny when you think about it, how out of order a lot of these fights are. I think maybe you were talking about that before. It's like, it's kind of funny that we're doing this. And I think Chibi's the next one. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this comes way later. Alright, there you go. We did lose an officer though. So sad. Level 2. Oh my gosh, this sword is taking a million years to level up. I might max him out before he maxes his weapon out. Showdown at Chibi. This might be my last one for the night. Then we'll try and finish him up, finish up Gan Ning's mission tomorrow. I should probably make sure my... Okay. Hang on, I'm trying to fix my... Like my mic's about to fall off the stand. There we go. Yep. All looks good. I do like that we start on the left. Yep. I always think it's more fun to be Shu and Wu's side on this one than Wei's.
The fate of Wu depends on this one battle.
Might have some differences.
Show them our might.
You will go and call forth the wind. We must endure until then.
The wind will blow. Please protect the altar.
The wind will blow. Ow. All right. Perfect. Alright, let's hurry up and get over here. Try to take out some of these guys before stuff starts happening. Yeah, start with, I believe this is Cao Ren.
You are quite skilled.
I remember playing with Cao Ren a lot on 5. His like shield blade thing kind of got, kind of grew to like it. killed him pretty damn fast, actually. Crossbowmen do not deserve to live. Wait, there's right there. Yeah, he thought he was gonna knock me off. Switches. These guys might though. I love how we already have more kills. Or we got like probably more kills than the non-mon one. Actually, I don't think they showed up yet. Oh shoot! Let's go up to Pong Pong. I don't want to forget about him, and then he gets crushed. I feel like this version of Chibi 2 is also like kind of relaxing.
If this plan is going to work, we'll have to deal with Shuju.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish him off. I always like this one. Let me line these up. You know what's actually, now I'm thinking about, would probably be fun with Gan Ning is actually having a really large Musou bar once he's high level, and then just running through the map with his Musou, taking out all the soldiers that way.
This is good. The ships will be stable now.
Just take out this gate captain here. Okay, the officer's moving down towards Zhuge Liang. Fly down there real quick. Make sure Zhuge Liang succeeds. I like when you play this with Wei. Was it? No. Yeah, with Zhang Liao's, it was like, ah, my wounds haven't recovered from Zhang Ban, and he has like one hit. Kill him. I'm like, hell yeah. Let's get Li Dian first. I actually really don't love when they made Li Dian unique. I actually didn't like the way he looked and everything. I think Yue Jin is okay. He's definitely better than Li Dian in my opinion. I was a little disappointed. Even Yue Jin, I don't really like him that much. Do that on my way to red hair.
Amazing.
Make sure there's not an officer down here. I think there might be. Or maybe not. Now let's pick out some of these soldiers to make sure. Give Zhuge Liang a little bit of a hand. Okay. Easy. I'll take that gate out there in the middle, and we'll start moving over to the right side. Actually, quite a few soldiers over here. Just help take out this little clump. Alright. I don't really need that. You know what? Take these guys out too. Just because I hate them. This out. Let's see. I think we'll finish Gan Ning's tomorrow, most likely. It's actually probably stream for quite a bit tomorrow. think we'll finish Gan Ning's, and then as just tradition, well, no, before I do Lu Bu's, I'll do that last mission of Zhao Yun's that I still have that I haven't completed yet because it was kicking my ass. Then that way I have technically Wei Wu and Shu's cleared. Then I'll do Lu Bu's. Then I'll probably jump over to like, oh, this guy's coming forward. I'll probably jump over to 5 or something. Yeah, he wants to duel, does he? But at some point I'll come back. Like, obviously I'm not done with 4. We'll kind of mix and match and go through, and we've got high level weapons to get and all that good jazz. Yep, never fails. Oh my gosh, dude. That did so much damage. Alright, well, that was fast. Oh no. Okay. Alrighty, well, it was unimpressive. But yeah, we'll do Lu Bu's after Gan Ning's.
We can't fall behind.
And then yeah, once we swing around back to 4, we'll kind of level up some other characters, maybe get the max level weapons for the characters I've already leveled up. And then in 5, I'll try to play characters that I didn't play in this. So Gan Ning will be out, Zhao Yun. Lu Bu's won't be though, because it's Lu Bu, and so I always got to play Lu Bu. But Zhang Liao will hold off on Zhao Yun. I'll have to think who I want to play on in 5, actually. For Wu, I might actually do, because it's Extreme Legends, I don't have to unlock them. I think I might actually do Dun Tian's playthrough first. Maybe I'll do like the leaders or something.
Amazing.
Ooh, but I also kind of want to do Ma Chao's and Shu. Okay. Oh yeah, Jinxie. I feel like she kicks my ass in this stage a lot. Oh, she's moving somewhere.
We can't fall behind.
Ow. Alright, we'll go chase her down wherever she's running off to. Where's my horse? There you go. Okay, see where she's scurrying off to. Oh, she also wants to duel. That's right. I forgot about that. Gosh, I hate her Musou though. I really... Not a fan. Not a fan. It's fun as hell to use though. Whoa, okay. Yeah, you don't need to do that much damage, thank you. Oh my gosh, I think she's gonna kill me. Oh, this is gonna be... Oh, I was gonna say it's gonna be make or break it. That's one good thing about his Musou. I'll probably miss, but it will guarantee I get the hell out of there. Huh, didn't even have to get off my horse. Who knows, maybe we'll finish this before the fire attack even happens. Wouldn't be the first time.
We must not fall behind.
It takes forever for it to actually work in this one.
There is no magic here.
I think it's him before. I forgot to look it up, but I was like, I'm pretty sure this is the same voice actor for Zhuge Liang going forward through 8. I think he was one of the OGs too.
Zhuge Liang. He may one day become a threat.
My task is done here. The rest is up to our forces.
Okay. Fine, I'll take you guys out. I was gonna give you a chance to live. I'll take that out. Let's see. Ooh, Wei. Yeah, Wei. We're gonna do Cao Pi's playthrough in Wei. For sure. At least for the first Wei playthrough. Wei officer.
Impressive.
But I'll start with probably Shu, since it's usually what I do. So probably Ma Chao. Ma Chao the Splendid. I was thinking Guan Yu. But Ma Chao's just cooler. I love how I'm probably the only person in our entire army that's advancing. Hey, there we go. Now maybe they'll do something. Guess we can take out his lieutenants. It's just those two. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there he is. Sometimes I lose track of where these guys are at. Oh, I forgot to say when Vanquish was still here too. One of the other mods that was nice is a increased draw distance and a few more units on screen. Without them, so they don't disappear as much. Both of those also help make it look a lot better. And I'm just using that to get to my horse faster. Not that it freaking mattered. Are you guys really this loyal to Cao Cao? That you want to die because you won't let me get on my horse? Unless I hit him out of the air. Let's see where this other officer is. There he is. Yeah. Damn. That uppercut, pretty high damaging. Plus the ×2 attack does not help. Helps me, it doesn't help them very much. Ow. Okay. Let's take out this officer and then we'll turn around and get... Dude, Huang Gai, you still haven't started the fire yet. Stuck on like 3 units. Alright, maybe I'll ditch the horse. See if he activates it while I walk to Cao Cao. Where? Cao Hong, where'd you go? There he is. Nice. Big 300. Very nice. Good job.
Impressive.
Proud of you, men. I guess maybe too, and since we were talking about Jurong, I should do a playthrough of hers here soon when I can. Ah, that is satisfying. Oh, just in time. Just in time.
Winds, carry the flames of Wu to the sky.
Just couldn't figure out where he put his matches. What just happened? Oh, well, my game just crashed. That's okay. It's a good thing I save stated. All right, let me skip the cutscene. All right, and pause it. Okay. All right, we're back. We should be good now. I think first time I've actually seen this crash.
Due to the ships being chained together, the fires can't be contained. The airway flames are spreading approaching.
Blast.
It can't be contained.
In the flames. Don't get lucky.
Crush them!
Oh yeah, we're beating Cao Cao's ass. Sorry, Cao Cao. I like you, but I'm gonna have to beat your ass right now. And I got a double hit on him. That's wild with that Musou. And I beat him on the deadlock. All right. Not a bad way to go out.
My ambition still burns strong.
I miss these victory screens too, the old school victory screens. They were so nice. Just nostalgic. Okay, we did have an allied officer move a little bit, and then they're at the end. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm the only officer that even moved. Okay, some orb upgrades. Not another bad thing to have. Alright, there we go. River Master. We'll get to start the stream tomorrow. Well, I guess later today, technically. With the actual weapon. Only took 11 missions for this asshole to get his sword. The Fall of Shu.
Finally, I will meet Liu Bei in battle. He has good eyes, that one. Like a dragon rising to the
Pretty sure
heavens.
isn't the voice of Sun Xian. I think what made him so cool in this too is like, pretty sure it's Steve Bloom.
I
be
don't
wrong
think
about
so.
So, but his voice is pretty like unmistakable.
Let's go! For the glory of the Sun family!
Let me see. Now I want to know if I'm right or wrong. All right, let me see the ones that. Yep, Lex Lang did do Zhuge Liang, so he's an OG there. Terrence Stone, Zhao Yun. Some of these I probably won't recognize on the top of my head. I just want to see if any of them were. I think some of these guys voiced a different character. Yeah, Kirk Thornton, Shao Dun. Oh, that's funny. Lex Lang in this voice to Sima Yi and Zhuge Liang. That's funny. Yeah, Steve Blum did Xiahou Yuan. Yeah, Terrence Stone was also Tai Chi Si. Yeah, Steve Blum, Sun Xian. It's part of what makes him so badass. Oh yeah, Kirk Thornton. Whoa. Yeah, those are only like some of the few names I immediately recognize. At least as their characters. But still sick. Alright, so we're gonna have the non-terror race for the non-territory. Occupy Jing in the non-territory before Shu does. Kind of vaguely. Oh, do we? Oh, we do have to do this one. Oh, son of a bitch. I thought the other one was gonna replace this. We do have to do it. They just get an extra one. That's even worse. Oh, whatever. That's tomorrow's problem. And then Yiling. Oh well. Alright, we'll create a save state here. And that's where we'll pick up on tomorrow. Well, thanks for everybody who tuned in. I appreciate it. Amy, always a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in. Vanquished. Also fun to have you in the chat. And thanks for the follow. Thanks for letting me know too that at least we've got the alert popping up, but we're just gonna have to fix the audio, figure that out. So hopefully I can do that before stream, but if not, I'll get it figured out eventually. I'm not super worried about it, but I definitely want it to be working. That was fun. So we'll finish up Gan Ning's tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure we will. And then we'll finish Jiao Yun's last mission and jump into Lubu. Well, that sounded weird. Jump into Lubu's Musou. And then we'll see where we're at once we do that. Maybe do somebody else's story in this. And then maybe on Tuesday we'll do like Dynasty Warriors 5 or something. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. But thanks everybody who tuned in. I appreciate it. Dynasty Warriors is a lot of fun, and so can't wait for 3. And so we're gonna be playing a lot of Warriors games leading up to 3 Remastered. It'll be a good time. Good time. All right, everybody, have a good night, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you're at. And I will see you tomorrow.